Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of After School Programming virtually. I'm not sure what week we're in. Coach is not too sure, but we've made it. It's almost middle. It is the middle of May. So I'm glad you guys been sticking around with us, and hopefully you guys are enjoying virtual programming as well in your homes. So as usual, we are gonna start with the 5-finger contract and also texting for your name and your school. So first, before we get into the 5-finger contract, we are gonna have to take attendance. So as most of our participants have joined, we know we have to text our name and our school for attendance purposes to know who is joining. So it's also in the description, the number you're supposed to text, but I can go ahead and say it right now. So you have to text your name and your school to 312-869-2729. So I'll repeat that again at the end for attendance purposes. I will say that. Okay, so we're going to go over the 5-finger contract, which I'm sure everyone should know it, but it's important just to go over it for anybody new that's joining us today. So if we want to hold up our hold up our hand, our 5 fingers, we'll just go over which each one represents quickly. So we'll do the pinky, which is safety. So how to be safe at Girls in the Game and virtual programming. There's a chat enabled, but we won't say our location or school or our name, anything regarding our privacy. Everything regarding our privacy. To text your name and your school, it's to a phone number. Okay, and then we have the commitment finger. And what does it mean to be committed while we do virtual programming? We're just going to make sure I can't see you, but I'm going to hope that you're practicing and you're doing the activities at home as well. And then there's respect. So what does respect look like here at Girls in the Game? Like I said, there's a chat enabled, so we'll make sure not to say any mean comments or try to disrespect anyone. We're just going to be respectful and courteous of one another. And then we have our pointer finger, and that is teamwork. So how does teamwork look like? So we are going to make sure that if we have family and friends, we can bring them along with us and we can show them what we're learning or participate as well. And then even following the coach at home, that's also teamwork, even though I can't see you. And then the last one everyone should remember, and it is to have fun. So we're going to try to have fun for the 25 to 30 minutes we have together, and hopefully you guys can get something out of it at home. So we are going to, as you might have read from the title, I think that's all I have to, yes, that's all I have to cover. So if you guys have read from the title, we're going to do some mindfulness activities, which is just required, just some breathing exercises, and have us become aware of what we're feeling and what our bodies might be telling us without us even noticing. So when we do breathing and mindfulness, we'll notice what is going on with our bodies and such. And then we're going to do a little ice cream activity about how we're feeling. And then a little self-esteem activity. And if we have time, we'll go back. We'll do a little exercise maybe towards the end. So before we get started on any warm-up or breathing exercise, I thought we can go ahead and get started with this activity just to see how everyone is feeling at home. So if anybody, I kind of already started it, but if you guys and anybody at home can get a sheet of paper and maybe some crayons, some color, different types of colors, because we're going to draw an ice cream. So I'm trying to you can pick, let's pick 5 different colors. So at home, if you have 5 different colors, I can give you a second and run and get those, because I'm looking for some colors too. I'm going to use green. Well, it doesn't look that green in the camera, but it's green. And then blue. Yeah, it doesn't look blue. And then pink, red. Yeah, let's just do 4. So we are gonna, each color is going to represent each color is going to represent a flavor, and a flavor as in, for the purpose of activity, a feeling. So if we want to, let me move my computer back a little bit. I kind of already started it. So you're going to pick one color, if you want to follow along, Coach is going to choose red. Oh, it looks orange on there, but it's red. So we're going to make a little square and we're going to color it in. And that's my red square. Oh, it even looks orange on there. And this color can represent, let's say this can represent anger. So we would just write anger, and this is just to see before we get started how everyone is feeling. So that would represent anger. Let's pick another one. What other emotions can we be feeling? I have pink, and this one can represent happiness, although it could be anything to you guys at home. Excuse me. So that could be happiness. Hopefully you guys can, this is me trying to draw the ice cream, guys. So the red can represent anger, pink can represent happiness. What other emotions can we be feeling right now, girls? This is blue. Oh wow, that looks bright. So this is blue, and blue can represent, how about blue? I feel like blue, like if someone has the blues, that could be like sad. So that can represent sad. Here, if you guys want to follow along, you guys can use different colors, or if you guys want to use the same ones, that's fine too. So blue would represent sadness. And then one more color I had, you guys remember, is green. So then green can represent excited. Okay. Excited. So then, oh, I didn't even color it in, girls. Let me color it in. So then that can represent. So these would be considered the flavors of the ice cream that we're going to add to how we're feeling. Okay, so everyone has their flavors or colors for the purpose of this assignment, or not assignment, activity. So it reminds me like we're almost in school. Okay, so now we're gonna have to construct our ice cream. So whenever I go get ice cream, usually if I get it somewhere at like a local ice cream place, I order like the waffle cones, but Coach does not know how to draw a waffle cone, so I just wrote a regular cone. Wait, it has lines, right, girls? So let's draw some lines on it. Well, I'm not too sure how a cone looks. Well, I mean, okay. So this is how Coach drew the cone. It's kind of, it's all right, I guess. So remember, each of the colors are going to represent a flavor that we're going to put on the ice cream, but for the purpose of this assignment, it's how we're feeling on our ice cream. So then you want to go ahead and draw one layer of ice cream. You're not going to color it in yet because we're not there yet. So let's do one layer of ice cream. I drew another layer of ice cream. Let's do 5 layers, right? Who doesn't like a lot of ice cream? Coach definitely loves it. So 1, 2. Ooh, I don't know if hopefully I'm drawing this right. 3. So you can stack it on top of each other to represent all the ice cream. This looks okay. So that's 3. Let's draw another layer on our ice cream. And then 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Coach's ice cream is a little cherry on top. Okay. All right, guys. So this is my ice cream. I should have probably put it in the center, but this is our ice cream, right? So again, using our lovely imagination, we're gonna pretend that our ice cream is gonna represent how we're feeling. So, and you'll fill it in based on what emotion you're feeling. So, an example, Coach is saying so many times. I'm happy that I'm with you guys, even if it's virtually. Like, I know it's kind of hard with like quarantine and all of that, but I'm excited even if it's virtually. I know you guys are like looking at me from your homes and your computer screens, so that makes me happy. So I would color the first layer pink because that's how I'd be feeling. So you're gonna get what represents happiness. I would color it pink, but at home, whatever you're feeling, excited, sad, anger, you color that feeling in. So mine would be pink because I'm happy. So that would be pink. So I'm excited to be here. So I would color that pink because I'm happy. I'll show you guys again. That would be pink. Am I feeling another emotion? I'm feeling excited. I'm excited that we're doing this ice cream little building. So I would put ice cream building. What is Coach saying? So I would put green because I'm excited. And when we do the Google Hangout, lady, or the Google Meets, you can guys show me how your ice cream is, and we can discuss that after. Once we can discuss that during there, because obviously I can't see you guys. So I would be excited. So that's how that looks. Hi. Hopefully you are. I know who that is. Hopefully you're drawing your ice cream at home. Hopefully it's not all red. I'm kidding. Anything, whatever you guys are feeling, that's perfectly fine. Okay. What was it? Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna color 2 scoops green because I'm excited because green represents excitement. Am I sad? No, I'm not sad. Am I angry? I'm not sure. So, you know what? I'm gonna color the rest of it pink because I think we're taking a little too long. So let's just color it pink because we're happy. But any emotion you guys are feeling is totally fine. And then I put a little cherry on top. So this is how I'm feeling right now. As you can see, Coach is not sad or angry. But if that's how any of us are feeling at home, that is totally fine. And then we'll come back to this at the end to see if our feelings have changed after doing some other activities. Okay? So make sure you keep this with you. Oh, sorry, the sun. So make sure you keep this with you. All right, so we're going to talk about mindfulness. Well, some breathing exercises. So when Coach might be anxious or maybe nervous of any, if Coach might be nervous at anything, I sometimes get like a little worked up. So what I find to help, and it can be hopeful to you maybe, is doing breathing exercises. So we don't really put much attention to how our hearts are feeling, but if you want to put your hands together and feel our hearts, you can take time and feel your heartbeat. So mine is going kind of fast. Maybe Coach is nervous, but mine is going kind of fast. So let's try to center let's try to center our breathing in order for our hearts to be more relaxed. So even if your heart is not racing, that's totally fine. We can still participate in the activity. Okay. I was gonna Coach started thinking I was gonna do another activity, but we can do it after about controlling our breathing. So make sure let's see how we're feeling, right? So not only just our emotions, but also what our bodies are trying to tell us. So I'm sitting down in a chair. You can't really see Coach's chair, but I'm sitting down in a chair. So think about where you are sitting, or if you're laying down, or if you're even standing up. So think about that. So we're gonna think about where we are. Let's take 3 breaths in. So we're gonna through our nose, or inhale through our nose. We're gonna go, and then exhale through our mouths. So we're gonna breathe in with our nose. We're gonna breathe in. Eyes open or closed, that is totally fine. Coach is gonna have it open just so it's not like my eyes are just closed during the live. So we're gonna breathe in through our nose. We're gonna go. Let's hold it and then breathe out with our mouths. Let's breathe in one more time through our nose and then breathe out with our mouths. Breathe in one more time with our inhale through our nose and then breathe out through our mouths. Okay, So as you're sitting where you're at, do you feel, let's start with our toes. So right now I'm wiggling my toes. How do you guys are feeling with your feet at home? Do you feel them tense? Do you feel them a little fidgety, like you can't help moving? Like try to think how your feet are feeling. Okay? And then we're gonna pay our attention, we're gonna move our attention up our legs. So we're gonna move them up. Is the surface you're sitting on, is it kind of hard, kind of soft? Is it comfortable? Is it not really comfortable? Just think about that for a second. So what I'm feeling, my chair is not comfortable at all. And as I'm bringing awareness to my body, I feel my knees kind of sore or kind of tense. So this is, I think, why it's important for mindfulness, because we're trying to focus on our bodies and pay attention to parts of us that we probably don't on a daily basis. So as I'm focusing, I feel my knees kind of sore. So we're gonna move up to our bodies. Is your back is your back leaning against something? Are you hunched over? How are we feeling? Or do we have a comfortable pillow behind us? Do you feel any aches or sores in our body? What do you feel, ladies? As I'm putting my attention to my back, I feel my back okay. So at home, what do we think? How do we feel our backs? Let's bring our attention to our backs. Does it feel like it needs to go for a stretch? Do you need to stretch it? Does it feel a little achy? Or does it feel like mine? It feels fine. Let's bring our attentions to our neck. At home, ladies, how do we feel our necks? I feel mine's a bit sore. Because if I think about, maybe it's sore because coach is sitting down when she works. So maybe looking at the computer screen or a phone. Okay, let's bring our awareness to our faces. So if you want to close your eyes, you can, or if you don't, that's totally fine too, depending on where you're at and how comfortable you are with it. Do you feel anything on your face? Do your nose feel stuffy? Does your throat hurt a little bit? Or is it a little sore? Do you need some water? Do your eyes feel tired? Can you hear all the noises going around? I hear footsteps. What do you hear around yourselves, girls? What are we hearing? Okay. When we're doing mindfulness, like as I stated earlier, we're trying to focus how our bodies are and if we're tense. Like, as we were doing our body check, did you feel anything tense? For some reason, I felt my legs really tense, and this is something that just came to me. Like, for some reason, they're really tense. So it's important to do mindfulness because we see, like, we take time to, like, we don't really take time to, like, pay attention to our bodies because our bodies are very smart, and they will tell us if something is not okay with it. So let's trust our gut and our bodies. Yeah, okay. So there's more to it, and I think if you ladies give me feedback when we do the Google Meets, and if you want to talk more about mindfulness, because I know it's really brief, we can definitely do that next Monday. Oh, well, not next Monday because it's Memorial. Okay, I'll mention that at the end of this stream. So we just want to, this is a quick exercise. Let's stand up. Let's do a quick exercise. So, well, actually, this is not, like, this is where Coach was sitting. So this is not an exercise, but this is just to see how we feel our hearts beating fast, and then how it slows down. So, okay. So we're gonna run for a minute. I mean, like, not run everywhere. We're not gonna run everywhere, but we are. Look at Coach's purse is right here. We're not gonna run everywhere, but we're just gonna run where we're at. And we're gonna run for a minute, and we're gonna see how our heart is gonna start pumping really, really fast. Okay. So right now it's 2:20. Okay, so we're gonna run for a minute. Okay. So starting now, just run in place. Let's run for until we reach a minute. You can run faster than me. I wish I was outside jogging. Have you guys gone outside? Check the weather. So we're gonna pretend we're running in place. Just make sure we put our hand. Oh, I'm stopping. Make sure we put our hand in our heart and see if our hearts are beating faster. Mine is. It's probably because Coach is talking. So we're still running. Just 1 minute. Okay, we're still gonna run in place. So we're working our hearts. Hello, everyone that's joining. Coach is just running in place. We have to run for a minute. So why does a minute feel so long? Or maybe, okay, so we're gonna see our heart beating fast. Okay, now it says 221. Okay. So now we can come sit back down, girls. So if you want to sit back, or you can stay standing, that's fine. Coach's heart is that it's going pretty fast. Okay, so now that we see our hearts are running fast and they're pumping blood and your heart is working, that's good. And then we're gonna do some breathing exercises to see our heart rate go back to normal and a resting rate. So let's do some breathing exercises. Whoa, it's already 2:20. Okay, so let's do breathe in through our inhale through our nose and then exhale through our mouths. And let's do this. How many you think, girls, we need for our hearts to relax or our heart rates to go down a little bit? So let's breathe in 5 times. Hopefully, let's see how our heart changes. Even it's changing right now as we're speaking. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath in through. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna inhale through our nose and exhale with our mouths 5 times. So let's start. Okay. Oh, I just took a breath. Okay. And then breathe out. Breathe in one more, second time. Okay. Another time. And then one last time. Okay. Let's try to touch our heart again. Do you feel it like pumping really hard against your chest, or is it slowing down? Mine says, I feel it. I still feel it. I still feel it like pumping, but good because I'm alive. Coach is alive, but I do definitely feel it slow down a bit. And it's amazing to see how our bodies work, how our bodies know when we're exercising, working out, or our heart, like our bodies can tend, or like our hearts know, and they're beating fast. Or when we relax, our hearts are slower. So there's just another breathing exercise. Like I mentioned, hopefully we can do a mindfulness again. So for the 10 people that are watching me, hopefully we are all following along at home. So remember, teamwork or commitment, or can be respect too. So how many minutes do we? Okay. We can do a quick we still have time. We can do a quick self-esteem activity. So if ladies, do you know how we were drawing our ice cream, which Coach doesn't know where she put our ice cream? So remember, we're going to talk about how we're feeling at the end of this. 30 minutes go by so fast, right, ladies? I always set up programming. If you're having fun, time goes by really fast. So we're going to keep this with us, but let's do a quick self-esteem activity. It shouldn't take that long. So you're just going to any markers, anything you like. Let's use, I don't know why I keep using pink. Okay. So sometimes we need to be reminded how awesome we are, right? So how wonderful we are. And I know that we're all really great, right? So these are just some statements that we're going to do some statements that we're going to write down, and we're going to see how that relates to us. Okay? So I think Coach says too many times. The first statement we're going to write, and you don't have to write it, you just write the answer, or what do you think is the answer? No. You're just going to write your response to it. There you go. So it says, I am good at. Okay, so that's the response. I mean, instead of running out, coach, all confused, our heart is racing. Okay, I am good at. So at home, ladies, what are we good at? Coach has been trying to bake recently, and I think I'm becoming pretty good at baking banana bread. I mean, I heard banana bread is hard to bake. So I think I'm becoming good at baking at home, but we can write down whatever you're good at. Positive thoughts I had this week. So what are some positive thoughts we had at home, girls? Or we're not at home, but and just what you had maybe last week, because we're starting this week. Some positive thoughts. I had a positive thought of calling my sister more. So because I definitely don't see her, so coach misses her, but I can definitely make the effort to call her more. So that's a positive thought. So calling my sister. She's my older sister, guys. So calling my older sister. Okay, and then we can also talk. Sure that. We can also talk about these in our Google Meets, which are going to happen right after at 2:30. And I sent some links to parents so we can join after. Or, yeah. So what it's calling, right? Calling my older sister. I am proud that what are we proud of? I am proud that I am proud. The other day, I remember, I got a notification on, was it Facebook? That, it shows you like what happened a year ago. And I was reminded that I graduated a year ago. So something that I'm proud of is that I graduated college. So coach is proud that she graduated college. And then you guys, whatever you guys are proud of at home, you'll write that down. And you can share it with me or with your coaches during their Google Meet time. Proud of graduating. Okay. And then my teacher thinks that it doesn't have to be your teacher, or it could be my teacher thinks that I am, or my parent can think that I am, or someone I care thinks that I am. So it doesn't have to be your teacher. I can say that my mom thinks that I'm a great listener. Although I would think she's an even better listener. So I'm a great listener. Okay. So I will show you what I wrote down, and then we can share this when we join our Google Meets with our coaches. So I sent links through Remind, so hopefully your parents save that positive thoughts. So this is what I wrote. So I'm good at baking, or recently become good at baking. Some positive thoughts I had was calling my older sister. I am proud that I graduated college last year. And my mom thinks I'm a great listener. So these are just some good things to remind yourself of when we're feeling kind of down about ourselves. These are some great just reminders of who we are, and hopefully it cheers up our mood, even if it's a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna we have a minute. So we're gonna go back to our ice cream, and we're gonna see how we're feeling. So would you think you're still feeling the same way? I know it's only 30 minutes. So I don't know if a lot could change, but maybe it could. But I think mine would be the same: happiness and excited. Okay, so that was 30 minutes, or it was about to be 30 minutes. So remember, if you joined or text your name and your school to 312-869-2729, and that's the link in the description. That's the number in the description. If you want to text your name and your school. Tomorrow, Coach Tierney, same time at 2. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube for more videos about coaches. And hopefully I am not forgetting anything. Hopefully you enjoyed I didn't realize my post. Hopefully you all enjoyed your time with me today. And I will see some girls right now in Google Meets, hopefully, and or your coaches at different times, wherever you were reached out to, or how you were reached out to by coaches here at Girls in the Game. All right, then. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right. Thank you and have a great rest of the week.